Hello there guys, and of course, welcome yourselves back in for yet another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron. Thank you for joining along wherever you may well be in this beautiful world. As of course, it's obvious we're going to run through another pre-workout for you today. And I've got to say, I attained this pre-workout probably one of the funniest ways, really, that I've received pre-workouts before historically. So, completely unrelated to Review Bros, myself and my partner, we travelled down the weekend, just gone to Oxford. She'd never been to Oxford before. We fancied doing, a weekend of tourist sightseeing, see the university and the other architectural features of Oxford. Just spend a weekend away, really, in the build up to Christmas. They got a little Christmas market down there. Honestly, eat as much food as we possibly can. Just enjoy a weekend away. I've got to say, Review Bros was like the last thing on my mind. But we walk into a place, I want to say it was called Covent Market, which is actually reminded me a little bit of like Istanbul Market. Like it was full of shops, completely random shops, selling all nature of goods. And straight away I walk in and I see a supplement store. Like it was just there. Like I didn't even take time to read the name of this supplement store. But I saw, it was funny. I saw a pre-workout on the shelf and I was like, I haven't seen that one before, don't recognise it, which is rare, let's be honest. I've seen a million pre-workouts. It's rare to see one escape my vision. And I walk in, the guy comes on over. Oh, do you know much about pre-workouts? Funny, I say, I actually run a review channel on YouTube. And he's like, oh, what channel's that? And I say, it's called Review Bros. And he was like, oh, I know you guys. And sure enough, really nice guy. We had a little chat, talk about the reviews, pre-workouts, all the rest of it. And he said, actually, me and the guys behind this shop, we formulated our own pre-workout, if you want to review it. I said, yeah, of course. That's what we do. Sure enough, he pulled this off the shelf. He said, here you go, take it away, pre-workout. So thank you. The company is called Gym-High, and their pre-workout stacker. And I think they've got other ones as well, like non-stim one and this one. This is the stimulant one. And then it was right at the start of the day. So then the rest of the day, walking around with my girlfriend around Oxford, carrying a tub of pre-workouts. So I've got to say, small world. We appreciate getting our hands on this. We're going to still break it down honestly today as we take it through the usuals: taste, price, label, effects. How does it do in the real world? Random one, but there you go. The world is tiny. You know what time it is. It's time for the taste and the mixability of said product. Least important, but we cover it anyway. Now, this is a good one because it comes in 3 different flavors for you to choose from. So some options for the consumer out there. Now, it comes in electric blue, which I imagine is like a blue raspberry. It comes in sour green apple. But the one we've got for the sake of today's review is indeed tropical punch flavor. So I'm about to give it a quick mix up, but what I will mention is it only requires like 150 milliliters of water. It is a small scoop. It's a stimulant package here without going into the pump world. So it's an 8-gram small scoop. So you don't want to overload it with the water because you're just going to weaken the flavor and it's just going to drag out. Whereas get it down the neck in a quick power bomb and it's going to do the job. Now, let's give this one a taste test. We've got the tiniest bit of frothing. We've got a couple of bits in the bottom, but really nothing major. Perhaps a piece or two of black pepper. I actually haven't even looked at the formula. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps the gamma butyrobetane or the bioprene. Okay, let's get it down the hatch and see how it delivers. It's nice. No complaints. I'll be honest and say that there's no spiciness to it either, which is sometimes apparent with some of the ingredients in there. I wouldn't necessarily say it's tropical. Perhaps it is, perhaps more like orange, apricot, peach vibe. I don't know. I just don't think it tastes like a traditional tropical. That being said, it really isn't bad. Actually, truth be told, better than I expected considering what they've put in here. I'd be happy to give it an honest 8.5 out of 10. Good start to the review, better than I expected. Let's move into the price point now. Into the money of the pre-workout. You'll head on over to the official Gym High website, as shown also in the description of this very video for your ease of clicking through. Now it comes in at £37.99. I think if you're in Oxford, I'm sure I saw it. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it was 35 quid on the shelves. There might be discount codes that we can obtain, or you might be able to obtain from elsewhere. But even so, it comes in a true 30 servings. You divide it up, you do the math on that, guys, and it comes in at £1.27 per serving. Now, you know the drill if you've watched these reviews before. A 5 out of 10 is what we consider to be the average price point of a serving compared to all pre-workouts globally. This one comes in at a nice 7 out of 10, so it's considerably more affordable than your average pre-workout out there in the marketplace. That's a good segment too. Let's move into the label and see where the cash is going on the stacker. Okay, so we're into the label of this pre-workout, the Stacker by Gym High. I'm going to flash it up on the screen for you to see it with your own eyes. As you can see, no pump ingredients. This is primarily stimulants, nootropics, fat burners, power time. Okay, so 3.2 of the beta-alanine, good clinical dosage there. Of course, for the itchy tingle effect as it kicks in, endurance-based benefits when the body is saturated. 2 grams of L-tyrosine, a good healthy dose of that for focus, concentration, and mood elevation benefits. We got N-phenylethylamine, which is in there at 500 for focus, mood elevation benefits, and some other health benefits alongside. Caffeine anhydrous, a nice heavy dose, 350. Of course, energy and stimulation in training. Himalayan pink salt, 300 milligrams for muscular contraction, power output, pumps, athletic performance, general body movement control. Hyperhydration benefits to boot. We've also then got citicoline, 250. Of course, choline, our brain awakening friend for more focus benefits. Quite heavy on the focus stuff so far. We then got coca-butyrol, 200 for your bromine type effects, mood elevation, thermogenic fat burning effects, stimulation. We like to see it. We then got guarana seed, extra caffeine here, 125 milligrams. It's quite a high caffeine pre. You can tell it's a stick of dynamite. Of course, more energy. Hordenine HCl 75 for energy, fat burning, adrenaline precursor, mood enhancement. L-theanine, the love it or hate it, 50 milligrams though, a nice low dose to kind of give you an anti-anxiety relief, taper off some of the harsher stimulants, just tunnel it in. It's kind of like the laser to the rifle, in my opinion. We then got gamma butane, GBBGO. Of course, fat burner, grains of paradise type effect, thermogenic stimulation. Bioperine wraps off this label for the absorption and digestion of the pre-workout, really important. We've got vitamins and that down below for, of course, your compliance factor. That being said, we have got a hefty dose of niacin, which can work with the beta-alanine to give a flushing sensation, that type of feeling. So what do I think of it? I do like it. It's unique. It's got lots of different ingredients that will work in synergy to give us, hopefully, a stick of dynamite in training. No pumps, but all focus, all go. Let's get into the real world effects of this one now. We talk real world effects of this pre-workout from down at Oxford. We're talking Gym High's pre-workout, the in-house brand, the Stacker. And how does it stack up to all the other pre-workouts that we put to the test? Well, I'm going to cover it today. Now, we look for three elements in a pre-workout generally. Focus, energy, pumps. They're the trifactor. They're the key components. Of course, we have other side notes: mood elevation, fat burner, hyperhydration, endurance, bloody, bloody, bloody. They're the primaries. This delivers high on two fronts. Now let's get one out of the way: pumps. No citrulline, glycerol, any pump ingredients in here. So you don't get necessarily pumped more than not taking a pre, let's be real. However, there is, of course, the induced pump as a result of work output, training hard, increased blood flow via heart rate up and all the rest of it. So let's get that out of the way. Beta-alanine came in strong on this pre-workout. There's nothing holding this back. Beta-alanine is the highest dose ingredient in this product. The bioperine helps it absorb. It comes in at least a 9 out of 10. It was really an itchy tingle one, I think, also aided by a niacin flush. A serious sense of urgency. 5 minutes after taking the pre-workout, you feel a heart rate spike, a time to go kill the shit in the gym. It's really got that boost, that kind of slap behind it. We're talking high caffeine here. So the energy for me is top. You train hard on this pre-workout. This is a power lifter's dream with no pump, perhaps even like going down the endurance weights route, because you're not getting pumped and getting the negatives as a result of that. So that's in there. Focus also very good. I felt good on this pre-workout, mood elevated, productive, almost a sense of well-being. The heart rate was high though, noticeably high. But there was no breathing issues, no other negatives. You know, I trained hard on it. I was able to keep going at a fast pace without having to rest and recover between sets, which kept in calmer as a result of high thermogenic fat burning pre's. This one didn't give me any of those type of like alpha-yohimbine or fat burners that are in here type sweats. I wasn't actually any sweatier than usual. So that was quite nice. It's a high octane stick of dynamite pre-workout and I did thoroughly enjoy using it. It's really good because you can stack it alongside a non-stimulant formula. You could chuck citrulline straight in here, glycerol straight in here, and you're talking a fully fledged pre-workout. Now what I'll say is the energy holds strong, it holds fast for a good 2 to 3 hours, all the way through a training session, unless you're going absolutely ridiculous. Then it weans off, I wouldn't say crash, but a noticeable, it's gone. I'm still feeling productive now, but it's gone. So I like that. It's no euphoria highness, no sleeplessness at the end of the night unless you take it really close to bedtime. No appetite suppression. I was hungry after using it. So the thermogenic effects of this pre-workout didn't come through as I was expecting. For myself, though, I'm going to be real, that's probably a positive. I want the energy, focus, and I want to eat food after training. So it did the job from all of those factors. I really enjoyed the pre-workout. I think it's definitely worth the price point, especially if you can get it on some sort of other type deal. But it's worth it even at full price. It's a solidly put together pre-workout. I like its unique label approach, ingredients that are not too commonly used in pre-workouts. So they've pushed the boat out into that world. What I will say is it's not obviously a daily driver pre-workout. It is a strong pre-workout, and it's in that entry-level stim junkie type pre-workout without going down the illicit route. That's what I also enjoy about it. It's not got the DMHAs and other alpha yos and the other exotics, but it still delivers really nicely. So well done to Gym High for formulating this pre-workout. Excited to see what else you've got on the market and in the future, of course. To you watching at home, thank you. And as always, of course, stay stimmed. Cheers for checking in.